The old train station breathed like a living thing, metal sighs, distant whistles, footsteps echoing off stone walls. On platform 7, Hauser stood alone with his cello case resting beside his feet. He hadn't planned to play today. He had only come to remember. The station was where everything had once begun. Years ago, this same platform had been their meeting place, hers and his, when life felt lighter and love felt unbreakable. Now she was his ex, a chapter closed but never forgotten. Still, something pulled him here, like a melody that refused to fade. Hauser opened his cello case slowly. The polished wood caught the station lights, glowing warm against the cold steel surroundings. Travelers paused, sensing something special was about to happen. He rested the cello against his shoulder and drew the bow across the strings. The first note floated softly, trembling like a memory waking up. Then he felt it, someone watching him. Not like the curious strangers around, but with familiarity. He looked up. She stood near the edge of the platform, a suitcase in one hand, her coat draped loosely over her arm. Time had changed her, but not enough. Her eyes widened in recognition, and for a moment the world narrowed to just the two of them. Hauser didn't stop playing. The melody shifted, turning tender and aching, a song only they would understand. It carried the laughter they once shared, the arguments that broke them, and the silence that followed. Each note felt like an apology he had never spoken and a goodbye he had never accepted. She stepped closer, drawn by the music. Her lips trembled, and her eyes glistened. She remembered this song. It was the one he used to play when words failed him. When the final note faded, the platform erupted in applause. But Hauser only looked at her. She spoke first, her voice barely louder than the train hum. "I wondered if I'd ever hear you play again." He smiled softly. "I wondered if you'd ever hear me." They stood there, surrounded by strangers yet completely alone in their moment. There were no accusations left, no promises to renew, only understanding. The arrival announcement echoed through the station. Her train was here. She picked up her suitcase and hesitated. "You still turn pain into music," she said. "And you still hear what others don't," he replied. She leaned forward and kissed his cheek, gentle, respectful, final. Then she walked away, disappearing into the crowd. Hauser closed his eyes and lifted the cello once more. As the train pulled away, he played again, not for her this time, but for himself. The music no longer mourned what was lost. It honored what had been real. And on platform 7, the echoes of love finally found their peace.